Hey, good morning, YouTube, and welcome to the Walls Way, where every day we feed chickens, we talk to chickens, and they talk back to us, and we collect eggs from chickens. Well, thank you guys for tuning in on this beautiful Sunday morning. It's morning right now. It's, I don't know, almost 10 o'clock. Not sure when the video will be up. You guys might be watching this towards Sunday afternoon. But yeah, we got us a good day ahead of us. Not only are we going to feed our chickens some wheat bread, that's about the only thing we got to feed them. Sunday is the day we go to the grocery store. We usually go in the afternoon, so we don't have any apples or bananas or anything to give them. So we're going to give them some bread. I'm going to go ahead and chuck both pieces in there, and that is wheat bread, not white bread. Looks like they could use a scoop of food. We'll go ahead and get them some food scooped up. And then we're going to go ahead and, like I said, I got a few things we gotta do today. I kind of want to take the fans down. The temperature for the rest of the week, I think, is low 70s, maybe. We are officially into the fall season. Thank you, Mother Nature, for that. You can have the humidity and your mosquitoes back. We don't want them no more. So yeah, because it is cooler weather, we're going to go ahead and take our fans down. Going to try and video most of that just to see what our luck is going to be like. Let me get by, girls. I don't want to step on you with my big old boots, chicken boots. Sit this right here. Get most of that to come out. Let me go ahead and have this. We'll probably have to feed them again. I've noticed they've been eating a lot more. I don't know if it's the cold weather setting in, or not cold weather, but the cooler weather, or if it's because they know when we fill that feeder up, they've got food all day long and they can just come and help themselves. I'm not sure. But yeah, we probably have to do it again. Like I said, it is morning. Sit that one there. Now, I know I didn't do a video yesterday or Friday. Like I said, just got a lot of things going on here in the yard and around the house and with kids and everything. Just kind of time consuming, getting videos in every day like we originally was doing. But we'll definitely do videos on the weekend. That is for sure. I see little Thelma. Little Ruth. Oh, I hope you're a female. We got enough roosters. We don't need no more. I'm going to put a little pile right here for little Thelma. Uh-oh. Sorry. I think I backed into one. Give that a good stir. Nothing too fancy. Alright, I've got to check behind us. There are chickens in the vicinity. And because I did not do a video Friday or Saturday, I did not get any eggs either. So it'll be kind of interesting to see how many eggs we get. That'll probably be towards the end of the video. But yeah, chickens are doing good. I feel like I got to sneeze. No, okay. All right, well, goodness. We'll come back and get our egg carton. That is empty. I do want to check on Clementine. Clementine had an injury Thursday, a mating injury. I think Winston pulled on her cone a little too hard. So I do want to check on her. There she is. Hey, girl. How's your noggin feeling? It's starting to look a little better. It's still there. Your cone, not your head, that is. So yeah, we're doing good. Everybody seems to be doing good. Hungry. Say we're always hungry. We got Winston and Norris. Oh, Cluck Norris. Those are two roosters for sure. I think this little one right here might be one also. I'm hoping not, but looking at that head and tail feather, I believe we're going to have 3 roosters. And it is sad that he is a rooster because we did raise him. That is another one of Winston's sons. He's got one here, and my neighbors down the road said that they also have a rooster. If you guys remember back in April, we hatched 4 babies. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we hatched more than 4. I think we hatched 6 because they bought 2 of them off of us. But said that his is a rooster now. Said they saw it go out there and mate with one of the hens. And then it's also got a tail feather and it's big in size. So something about Winston's DNA, the male gene runs strong in his family. And right there's father and son. And you got another son down there. And then we hatched some more back in June or July, I can't remember. And that is where Pearl and what was Roxanne, now Rocky, come from. And Littlefoot we bought from Rural King. But yeah, I hate that because he is a pretty bird. But if he's a rooster, we're going to have to get rid of him, probably have to sell him. Or I might ask around some of my chicken buddies, see if they want to trade a rooster for a real pretty healthy hen. But yeah, Littlefoot, we bought her. And speaking of Littlefoots, let's check on little Thelma. Hopefully it's female. If it is, that'll be Ruth. So we're getting big. We're starting to get some pretty colors on us. I don't think she's going to be an Isa Brown. I'm not sure what she's going to be. She's got the colors of a Rhode Island Red and a Barred Rock. She does have that black and white in her. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what she is. All right, guys, well, y'all stay tuned. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go up here and get our tools. We're going to take all this down because they don't need it. And I will see you guys here in a little bit. Stay tuned. All right, so we have already got one fan down. This one's about to come down. I'm going to move it. You can see there is no fan behind it. So we are starting to take this down. I was going to leave the camera running. There's a chicken there. I was going to leave the camera running and just do like a time lapse, but it's actually pretty simple the way I did it. I just kind of zip tied my drop cord all the way across the top. And all I'm doing is just taking the chains, these little, I don't know if you can see or not, these little hooks right here. There we go. I'm just undoing them from the back, taking them right down. Pretty easy, really. But I didn't really think there's a need to do a time lapse because it's kind of simple, really. We'll go ahead and take one more. Got drop cords all over me. And just like that, we have our second fan. That was the easy part. So we have third chain. And I know people's going to get grossed out because I'm putting these chains around my neck, but you know, they're not really dirty. They were just kind of hanging from the ceiling, so it ain't like they got chicken poop on them. If anything, they got a little bit of dust, which ain't no big deal. But yeah, that's about it. Now all we got to do is we just got to feed our drop cord back out through the fence. Pretty easy, really. I got to have this piece back. This is how I had it all wired up. Nothing too fancy. And we'll feed that back out. And pretty much complete. That's all there is to it. Stay tuned. We're going to go get some eggs here in just a little bit. See y'all in a minute. All right, guys. We just got done taking our break. So we're going to show you guys what all we did. When you guys last saw me, I was taking the fans out of the chicken coop. Well, that was about 2 hours ago. Somewhere between an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. Got a little sidetracked, not gonna lie. Does happen to me quite often than you think. But I got done with the fans, and I don't remember what I went to go throw something away. I think I found, oh no, it was the zip ties. Yeah, it was the zip ties. I cut the zip ties, I put them in my pocket, and then as I was walking, they fell out in the yard. So I picked them up out of the yard. walked around to the front yard to go throw them away, and I saw my neighbor up the road putting out their Halloween decorations. And I thought, well, hell, I'm gonna put my Halloween decorations out too. So that's what I did in between the fans and what you're seeing now. But we don't go too crazy, too overboard Halloween around here. What I did, I got these old jack-o'-lantern, plastic jack-o'-lanterns, and I don't remember where we got them. We've had them for a couple years. They were 50 cents. And I thought, well, that'd look cool if we could hang them up underneath the lights. So that's what I did. I've got them, see if you see or not, but I just got them zip tied. The handle, I think they are like trick-or-treat buckets or whatever. I just zip tied them up there. And it looks really cool at nighttime. When you turn the porch light on, the whole bucket, it glows, it lights up. So I've had those for years. I didn't put them out last year. Just, I don't know, didn't really feel like it. And I thought, well, whatever it is, you know, maybe it's neighbors up the road. Maybe, I don't know, I'm just in the spirit. So I thought, we'll go ahead and put our decorations out. Now, the first year I got these, I put them up. I've always had them up right there. But the issue I ran into is whenever it rains, they would fill up with water. And I thought, well, that ain't no good. You know, that gets full of water. That's good 8, maybe 10 pounds of weight pulling on my light that does have an electrical wire connected to it. So I thought, that's no good. So, and I'm sure you guys probably already said it out loud watching the video. Well, drew some holes in it, Eric. Well, viewers, that is exactly what I did. I learned that lesson the very first day. Got a few holes in the bottom of them, as you can kind of see, sort of. But yeah, that way whenever it rains, they just drip. And they are just a little bit dirty. They've been in the building for 2 years. I didn't run them last year. I do have cobwebs on them. And me being me, I like to keep everything clean, nice and neat and tidy. I was going to wipe them off, and I thought, well, how many people go to the Halloween store and they buy fake cobwebs to put out in their yard? I'm not going to do that when I can get real cobwebs for free. So I just left them on there. I did have a big scary cat thing that I made from a pattern out here in the yard. It was about 8 feet tall. That was the first thing I ever made for Halloween as far as Halloween decorations go, but it has rotted. But the other thing that I made has not rotted. And there it is. This is probably one of my favorite Halloween designs. So I made this. I don't remember when. I usually write the date on stuff on the back of it, but I don't think that I did this time. But it is made out of a 3/4 sheet of plywood. And then I just put some 2x4s I had laying around the backyard at the time to kind of keep it from flexing for stability. And then I fastened this chain to it. And then I got, I was going to say an eye hook, but just a regular old hook that I put in the tree, because this is where I put it every year. I want everybody to be able to see it when they drive by. But I did make that. I got the pattern off of the winfieldcollection.com, same place I got my Bigfoot pattern. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you what, that right there was hard to make, because all the ribs, you got all these ribs, all these little holes, the eye, these little spine, all that had to be cut out with a jigsaw. And little gaps like right through here, that was difficult. Painting it was pretty easy. You know, you just copy your pattern, your lines, and you just know where to cut it out at. Matter of fact, I believe that color blue that we used, we had left over when we painted, I hear Winston, when we painted our front door. Let me close that door. Just, I was going to try and keep some of the sunlight out. Plus it'll look better. I'll close it real quick. But yeah, I had leftover paint. Y'all probably know by now I use anything that I got. I don't throw nothing away, and I try not to buy nothing if I can MacGyver something up around the house. But that is what it looks like. I do like that color blue. Don't remember the name of it, but that's all we had left over. But I don't go too crazy on Halloween decorations. Christmas time a little different. I'll put up all kinds of stuff for Christmas. I got a Grinch that I made from a pattern similar to that from the same company, actually, the Winfield collection again. And I put 2 strands of Christmas lights across the top of the gutters, and then I have it come over the porch right here, and the Grinch usually stands right there, and he's holding the Christmas lights. So basically it looks like he's taking down the lights. That is genius if you don't want to put up a bunch of lights. Like I said, I put up 2 strands, zip tie it to his hand, and I plug it into one of them light fixtures up there. When I flip the porch light on, lights everything up. But this is my favorite Halloween decoration. You don't need a whole lot whenever you got a skeleton on the throne. And I'm sure you guys probably already saw, this is our pond, mini patio pond. That I did a video on in the very beginning of my YouTube career. I did it in the spring, and ironically that is the video that blew up the most. Last time I checked, it had 22,000 views, and I thought, man, that's crazy. You do a chicken channel, you start a chicken channel on YouTube, and the video that gets the most attention don't even have chickens in it. But it is, you can see it's a little unlevel, it's kind of shifted. Like I said, I did that in the spring, and then with all the rain that came in the spring, it's kind of shifted a little bit, but it'll be okay. We'll address that next spring when it comes time to work on it, because that water is cold. You don't want to stick your hands in cold water. But that is about all we got done in the front yard. So I got sidetracked. But now we're going to go up here. We're going to see what kind of yard eggs we get from our ladies today. You can tell the sun is out. It wasn't earlier in the video. Who's that? That's Ariana. I hear Ariana singing. She sings better than Ariana Grande, in my opinion. Yes, ma'am. I do have an empty egg carton. We're going to see what our luck is today. Hey, ladies. How's everybody? So it looks like we got an Asa Brownie number 3. Now, you guys probably already know, I didn't do a video Friday. I didn't do a video Saturday. So, we should have a good bit of eggs. I'm hoping we do. We're going to start here number 4 just because we're right here at it. And number 4 has 4 eggs. These are little eggs too. And the way that they're shaped, I'm wondering if that's one of the newer girls, if they're laying now. So we did get 4. Fluff that up a little bit. Well, hey Ginger, how you doing? All right, number 3. Who's in number 3? Is that Clementine? That's Marianne. Yeah, that's Marianne. Hey girl, can you hop out for a second? Yeah, I see the eggs you got in there. If you let me get them, I'll give you more room. So I don't know how many's under her, but we do have 4. We're gonna go ahead and start reaching in here and getting the eggs. And then whatever we have total, we'll subtract 4, and that's how many she had. So we got 2 already. Hey girl, hop down. All right, we're gonna go here, we're gonna get 2 more. I think there's a couple more. Yep, there's 1 more. Oh yeah, it's in my favorite to eat anyway. Those are Mabel's. Those are Rhode Island Reds. Those are the jumbo eggs. I got another one right there. Now my personal favorite are the blue ones. Those are the Americana eggs. You got anything else in it? What's that? Oh, that's your foot. And a golf ball. Okay. So she had 5. We now have 9 eggs minus the 4 we got from box 4. So she was sitting on 5. Hey girl, let me get that out of your way. Now you can get by. Yeah. Number 2 has no egg, just a yellow golf ball. And number 1 has hardly any shavings and no eggs either. But it does have 2 golf balls. So we need to put some shavings in there. We'll go ahead and... Is that the only one of these shavings? We got that one. Valentina's getting ready to give us an egg. Like I said, it is a little early. If you collect eggs, you want to get them in the afternoon, late afternoon, right before the sun goes down. That way it gives you chickens all day long to lay the eggs that, you know, they need to lay. But we're going to take these 9 right now, and I just about guarantee if I come back out here tonight, there'll be a couple more eggs, which I might do. I might do another video tonight, but most likely it'll probably be Monday or Tuesday for you guys see it again. Just taking a little break, you know, from filming. You change your mind? Is that in your way? We'll put that right there. So I was talking to my dad this morning. He was asking me a very good question that a lot of people have asked me already, and I did not have an answer for them people. But he was asking me, so what are you going to do when the time changes? You know, it'll be dark when you get home from work. And I thought, well, that's a good question, you know. And I think what we're going to do is in the wintertime, you know, here in a couple more months, we're just going to have to do videos on the weekends. Because when I get home, I get off at 5 o'clock, but it takes me a good 20 minutes to get home. And when I get home, you know, chickens are already up on the perch, which that's another thing. I got a bunch of people wanting to see a video of them sleeping. We need to do that too. I should have done that last night, but I got busy. But yeah, when I get home, the chickens are already asleep and in the bed, and it's kind of dark out here. I don't want to come out here and, you know, shine a light on them and, you know, camera in their face and everything, you know, disturbing them. So once the time changes and it gets dark around 5, 6 o'clock, we're going to start doing videos on the weekends. Not sure how I feel about that. I think that's about the only option you're going to really have. I do like doing videos every couple days. I really enjoyed in the beginning doing a video every single day, but, you know, it kind of puts all your other side hobbies on the back burner. And, you know, when you got teenagers and, you know, stuff like that, other animal, you know, we do have 2 dogs and a bearded dragon. You kind of postpone everything to do a video, and it's just, I don't know, I don't want to neglect the other things around the house just for the chickens. I do love my chickens, don't get me wrong, but yeah, we'll just have to do a video on the weekends. Little Thelma, I can hear her squeaking all the way up on the porch a lot of times. I'll be out there, I'll come outside to do something, I'll just hang out on the porch, and I can hear her and Pearl, little white one. I hear them squeaking the most. But oh, what we got here? We have another egg. So it looks like Mary Ann's gonna get out and Valentina's going in. Before you sit on that, let me get that real quick before you sit on it. And boys, that is hot. Little gooey. It literally just came out. That's as fresh as it gets right there. It don't get no fresher than that, boys and girls. So now we have 10 eggs. If I stay out here and ramble long enough, we'll probably have 11. There's something about 3 and 4. You know, they seem to like those. And that's another thing. You can have, let's say you got 25 chickens like me, right? 22 of them are female, so only 22 of them will lay. I could have double. I could have 44 nesting boxes across that wall, right? And they would just about go the same one every time. It's something about the nest, you know, where they feel comfortable. They've gotten used to a certain one. Maybe it's the view looking out. But it don't matter how many you have. It's good to have a variety. Probably wouldn't hurt to have 2 more. Have a 5 and a 6 down underneath it. But once they find a spot they enjoy laying at, they will continue to go to that spot until it's no longer there or they find a better spot. So just a little friendly advice. Keep in mind, you know, if you have chickens and you got, you know, a designated spot for them to lay eggs, whether it's a nesting box or a milk crate. I've even seen people take tires. They'll take a round tire and cut it in half, right through the middle, and it's basically just like a little half circle, and they'll fasten that to a wall and put some shavings, and the chickens will use that. I think that's a cool idea if you know, you're like me and you want to use what you got. But I kind of want to splurge a little bit and go with the boxes from Tractor Supply. But if you have a designated nesting area for your chickens and you find they're not using it, and they're like some of mine that lay them on the ground, maybe move them up a little higher. You know, they do like to lay off the ground just because they are birds. You know, I don't know of any birds that lay their egg on the ground. What few I have that do lay them on the ground, they're new. 2 of them right there. 3, well, no, that's Wesson. Never mind, sorry. I do have 2 of them that are just now starting. There she is right there. 1, 2, 3. Her, and her are just now starting to lay their eggs. And they're kind of curious where to lay them at. So they just kind of lay them where they stand. But I haven't had that issue here in a couple weeks. I've noticed they've all mainly been using the nesting boxes. But I kind of like the idea of having 2 more boxes, having a 5 and a 6, just to keep around. I don't know what she keeps doing. She keeps pecking at my boot, walking in between my legs. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, this again with the nesting box. If you have a nesting area and they're not using it, maybe move it up a little higher. Maybe make it a little wider. You know, they do need room to get in there. They like to feel, I don't want to say constricted. I don't know if chickens are claustrophobic or not, but they like to feel secure and safe. And I have seen 2 chickens fit in one nesting box. A lot of times one of them will run the other one out, you know, so I'm here first, or, you know, I gotta lay an egg, more important than you do kind of situation. But you don't want it too small, but they do like to feel secure and safe in there. But yeah, maybe something like that. Just kind of play around with it a little bit. I thought Valentina was going to lay. Saw her moving her head. She probably will here in a minute. Like I said, we have gotten 10 eggs. That is from Friday and Saturday, and we got 1 from Mary Ann this morning. Now that I think about it, we got this one from Mary Ann. So we now know that this one and this one are from Isa Brown chickens. So they're just as big as a Rhode Island Red, which is right here, but they're not as dark. They're just a little bit lighter. That's awesome. That's something else you guys could do if you're curious. If you're like me and you have a bunch of chickens, look at that. He's keeping the baby secure. If you're like me and you have a bunch of chickens of different breeds and you're curious to which one lays what, and again, if you're like me and you like to hang out with your chickens and talk to them, you can always come out here and just kind of keep an eye on who's in what box. Make sure there's no other eggs in there, and then whenever that certain chicken leaves the box, then you know, hey, that's what she lays. A couple of them I do. I know Ariana, I know she's Americana. I know she lays the blue eggs. And then we have, where'd she go? Oh, Valentina, of course. She lays the green eggs. We also know that Penelope, that's Arizona. Which one was it? It's either Arizona or Penelope. I think it's Arizona. Arizona lays green eggs also. Penelope lays a different color. But yeah, we were doing a video one day. A lot of you OG viewers, you might remember. Arizona was in the box. I keep saying Arizona. I'm 90% sure it was Arizona, but I have been wrong before. It could be Penelope, but it was one of them that came out of the box and there laid a wet green egg underneath it. That was also one of the really cool parts of, you know, filming out here and seeing all the cool stuff that happens. I know this video. Is she sleeping? Yeah, she's sleeping. How you doing, girl? Say, no, we don't pet me. But I know this video is a little bit long. I hadn't done one a couple days. If you guys remember, beginning of last week, I said we was going to do videos every other couple days. I was going to try and give you a good long video. I hope this is long enough for you guys. Just trying to keep it interesting, trying to keep my subscribers entertained and keep them around the best I can. But yeah, other than that, we are doing good. I think we're going to go ahead and shut it off right here. It is a little after lunchtime. I'm getting hungry. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and call it a day. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed, you know, what I do on a Sunday morning and kind of pedal around my days off. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for watching. It does mean the world to me. I got to watch where I step. That's why I keep looking down. But I hope you guys are doing good, and I hope your chickens are doing good. Any comments, questions, advice, concerns, feel free to leave them. I will respond, whether I like the comment or not. I do try to acknowledge everybody's, you know, opinion. And as always, do please continue to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. See you later.